I'm Sai and welcome back to my channel Sai Taker. In today's we'll try to compare the Pubg Graphics default settings between all of these three smartphones which I got right now. As you can clearly see, friends, the first phone is a Poco M3 Pro device, which has got the Dimensity 700 processor, which is really new processor right now, and which also found in the Realme 8 series as well, with the same kind of Dimensity 700. So which is kind of really interested to test this performance mainly, friends, and I'll try to mainly compare the default graphics what you can get in which processor is slightly powerful. That is what I'm going to check in terms of the Pubg gameplay only. And this phone is a Poco X3 smartphone which has got the Snapdragon 732G, which we all knew about that Snapdragon 732G as well, and which is also found in the same other smartphones as well. Redmi Note 10 Pro, same kind of processor, Snapdragon 732G. And the middle phone is a Realme Narzo 30 Pro device, which is of Dimensity 800U processor. As you can clearly see, friends, which is a Dimensity 800U processor, which has got the 6GB RAM variant as well, Realme Narzo 30 Pro device. So let's see, friends, which phone will be having the better kind of Pubg by default. So without using any kind of GFX application, I'm trying to just open the Pubg game. So let's see which phone gonna have the highest graphics settings possible. That is what I'm trying to see. So 700, 800, and this is the Snapdragon processor 732G. All of these phones are kind of slightly close to similar kind of price range difference. So that is the reason I thought of just comparing these three smartphones at this time by playing the Pubg. So let me try to start showing you the clearly, friends, one by one default settings what you get in these phones. So first, let's go to the Poco M3 Pro device, which has got the Dimensity 700 processor. As you can see, you cannot have any kind of smooth and extreme settings option. So balanced and ultra, HD and high settings, there is no HDR options. As you can see, the max is HD and high settings you can use in the Dimensity 700 processor. These are quite disadvantage, friends. I do know these three phones, they do have the really good not that powerful, but definitely powerful enough to play the smooth and extreme settings, but still we don't get that kind of option. That's quite disappointing right now. And is the smooth and ultra in the Dimensity 800U processor, let's see, and balanced and ultra, and HD and high, as you can see, friends, clearly. And HDR, there is no option at all. So that is another disadvantage. So usually the updates will be quite good for the Snapdragon processors than the Dimensity processor. That is the one thing which I did observe in my plenty of years experience using the both kind of processors. Let me try to open the settings option, friends. Let me try to go to graphics, and right now smooth and ultra, balanced and ultra, and HD and high, as you can see. So same kind of graphic settings we are getting in all the three smartphones by default, friends. If you try to use the GFX tool application, and then maybe you can little bit enhance the performance, you can get the 60 FPS of support. But if you're trying to use the smooth and ultra settings, the frame rates will be definitely limited to 40 FPS only. But let me try to quickly give a quick tour by playing the gameplay in all of the three smartphones, just by showing you the real-time FPS statistics on the by using the real time. As you can see, this is the game turbo which is present in the MI phones and the Poco phones, and there is a game center as well which is present in the Realme phones as well. So finally, friends, during this time of gameplay, I'll try to use the smooth and ultra settings only in all the three smartphones. You can clearly see smooth and ultra, smooth and ultra, and smooth and ultra. So as you can see, friends, all the three phones are set to the smooth and ultra settings only at this point. And let me try to start the gameplay. Let's see sample gameplay. What will be the highest FPS meter actually we can get in all the three smartphones. So I'll try to use the real-time FPS meter as well, friends, during this time of testing. The top phone is the Poco X3 device. So Poco X3 Realme phone, you can definitely differentiate the Realme phone as well because of this punch hole location which is present on this side, and it is the Poco M3 Pro device. So as you can see, friends, this is the Poco M3 Pro which is present in the bottom. So let's see, friends, which phone will be having the what kind of real-time statistics FPS. So one thing, quick note, the Poco M3 Pro, the game turbo is not that optimized. You do get this kind of old-fashioned style which is completely disappointed, friends. You don't get much options at all in terms of using this kind of game turbo when compared with the extreme settings you do get in this kind of Poco X3 device. So in the Poco X3, it's a lot more customized. You do get plenty of options where you can definitely select. As you can see, in the one option which is called the display enhancement feature, as you can see, you can definitely enhance a lot of colors in the Poco X3 device. That is what I did like in the Poco X3 in terms of the display enhancement. So you can see even the CPU, you can see only the CPU percentage but not the GPU in this Poco M3 Pro device. You can clearly see, friends, in the Poco X3 you can actually see the GPU performance as well. You can compare the both phones side by side, and you can see the real-time FPS statistics is getting close to 40 FPS. Let me just show you even the Realme Narzos. So it's also kind of close to 40 FPS only. Try to focus on the real-time FPS statistics, friends. So it's very hard to hold all the three smartphones at same time. So you can see you're getting about 40 FPS in all the three smartphones consistently without much problem. Let me try to slightly zoom it, so that's gonna be a slightly better option. as you can see here. So 41 fps I'm getting here, 41 fps, and even in the Poco M3 Pro I'm trying to get 41 fps. This is the Poco M3 Pro, as you can see clearly. Let me try to quickly show you. So this kind of problem is going on. I need to do multiple swipes to get this kind of game turbo in the Poco M3 Pro sometimes. As you can see, the real-time statistics data, friends. So which is quite good. In the all the three smartphones you're getting same kind of experience only in terms of the PUBG gameplay. So nothing much changed. So still I'm trying to run only the Realme UI 1.0. That is the reason you are staying this kind of old style. So I still did not install the Realme UI 2.0 because there are a lot of bugs in the 2.0 version. That is the reason I did not install yet. But I'll try to definitely install that kind of version as soon as possible. But overall, friends, the Poco M3 Pro also feels really good because of the lightweight, only 190 grams. So you don't feel that much kind of weight here, 190 grams only in this phone. That is another reason. And even the Poco X3, which is of close to 225 grams. So which definitely you'll feel a lot of heat during the gameplay, a lot of weight as well during the gameplay. So most of the time you'll be getting only the 40 fps anyway in all the three smartphones. There should not be any kind of issues in all the three smartphones. So let me try to show the real-time FPS. In all the phones, you'll be getting exactly a 40 FPS only without any kind of issues. I'll try to do the another test, friends, in terms of the battery draining test as well, so which I'm going to upload maybe very soon. I'm trying to plan maybe in the next couple of days that battery draining test. Definitely I'll try to upload that video as soon as possible. But overall in the gaming features, you can definitely see the difference. So Poco M3 Pro versus this kind of thing. And one more quick thing is that the Poco X3 Pro, Poco X3 device will be having the 240Hz touch sampling rate. So I think this is a Poco X3 device, so which will be having the 240Hz touch sampling rate. So you're gonna get really very good experience while gaming, particularly in this Poco X3 device. So that is another thing you need to remember, friends. 120Hz refresh rate and 240Hz touch sampling rate you are getting in the Poco X3. So in the other smartphones, like even in the Realme Narzo as well, you're getting 120Hz refresh rate, but Poco M3 Pro. So this is a Poco M3 Pro, which is slightly disappointed because of 90 Hz refresh rate. That is a quite disappointing here. I'll try to test the touch sampling rate in this phone very soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that video in case if you're interested to know more details about the touch sampling rate in this phone. But these are the quick comparison, friends, in terms of the default PUBG gameplay. So I'll try to do the battery draining test as well in case if you're interested to know. So make sure to comment below, friends, what are other things you want me to do in terms of the PUBG gameplay or any other thing. But let's take the temperatures right now. 37 degrees, 37 degrees, and 37 degrees. All the three smartphones are not heating that much. It's kind of same kind of temperatures they are trying to maintain. So this is just a basic video, friends, where I thought of just showing you the default graphics, what is present in all the three smartphones, and talking about the advantages and disadvantages. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and make sure to check the links in the description for more videos. And Poco X3 has got slight advantage with the dual loudspeakers and slight advantage with the refresh rate and even the touch sampling rate as well. That's quite higher in this phone. And there's not much customization you can do in terms of the game turbo. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned. Bye.